She's just making it all soggy. It's alright, darling. It's alright, you can stay there. Dad tickled me tummy. Dad, I thought we were going out, he said. I thought we were going out because I said the word out. I've just said it 4 times. So he was running around thinking he got all excited, but then he realised it was raining, so he's come running back in again. And you're all soggy now, aren't you? Well, a little bit soggy. So, good morning everyone.
Good morning.
And welcome back to a brand new PiPsCast.
Yep.
If you're new here, my name's Darren.
I'm Elaine.
And we live here in our tiny house in central Portugal. Currently renovating this tiny house here in central Portugal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Why it sounds a little bit echoey.
It is a bit echoey, yeah,
in
maybe
here.
That's true, it does a little bit, yeah. Yeah.
Noticed that on not last week's? No.
Uh,
On something that we did in
Yeah.
here, it was a bit echoey.
bit echoey.
Yeah.
I think when I was sitting there, and we're only like 3 feet away, but I was sitting on kind of my chair, and Elaine was on the new sofa, and we were talking last night, and I noticed this kind of echo in the room, yeah.
Yeah.
It is quite echoey, isn't it? We have to keep our voices down a bit, maybe. But
Just because it's completely empty. 'Cause
It's
we've
empty.
been painting.
Yeah.
That's been the theme of the week. Just keep painting.
Yeah, that's the theme.
So,
Yeah, it has been that, hasn't it? So this week we've just been getting on with plastering and painting. Oh, sorry, I moved my leg. Yeah, so we've been getting on with some plastering. We call it plastering, it's more like rendering, is it?
It is a render, it's not a plaster.
Yeah, we've been rendering and painting, and that's it really. But what a week it's been. It's been crazy. I honestly, Elaine said it's Thursday, PiPsCast day. Honestly, the weeks are flying by. It just seems like it was only, it's like it was only yesterday that we did the last PiPsCast. It feels like, doesn't it? Well, to me it does, honestly. Honestly, it just, I think the weeks are flying by, quite honestly. Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah.
And now it's pouring with rain.
Yes, we're under a 36-hour severe weather warning for, well, I couldn't quite figure out what time it was meant to start and so it just sort of said from Thursday, lots of wind, lots of rain.
Sorry, I was going to say you come in a bit because you look like you're little on. Now there we are. But it's
because of Max. Max is taking up
he's taking up all the space.
Max is taking up half the sofa, so we've got like half.
It's a normal situation, isn't it? Sorry, I interrupted you with your weather warning situation.
Yes, kept getting messages on my phone yesterday saying that we were under, the region was under a 36-hour severe weather warning, and lots of chuva, lots of rain, lots of wind, strong gusts. Last night was quite gusty at times, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was quite gusty.
Yeah, we rarely have like the windows closed, but we do push them to on a night and then put the shutters closed, but not locked or anything. We don't have the place like shuttered up, like the airflow. But the wind just kept blowing everything open, and
crazy,
it was just those real strong gusts. And in the time that we've been here, lots of different people have given us like their little story about when the gusty wind comes and it just catches you unawares and the damage that it's done. So you've probably seen on videos like where people's greenhouse or...
Oh, that was a car. I thought that was
a bit of both.
Bit of both, yeah. I thought, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, right on cue, I thought. But yeah.
Yeah, usually. Yeah, so where their greenhouse or their polytunnel or whatever has
blown
disappeared
away
and been bounced around and broken, or the people who used to live up the street used to have a caravan that they had lived in when they initially came and were working on their house, and the window was open and then the big gusts came and just literally ripped the window off the caravan. So yeah, we get really...
It's quite extreme.
Short-lived, but very extreme.
It seems to be quite extreme. But surprisingly, I suppose, partly, is that our polytunnel, or little greenhouse that we have, is still there. Well, at the moment, it's still there.
Oh, definitely still there. Yes, it's
we certainly well secured that down, didn't we? Yeah. However, we went down on the land yesterday, and all of our plastic containers were strewn.
Yes.
So that was
that we use so sort of in the summer when there's no water left in the IBCs, and we used like the 5 litre plastic containers to take the water from the house to water my trees to keep those alive because they're so young. I saw one and I was like, oh, where's that come from? And then you look up and you're like, oh, all of them were everywhere as far as the eye could see.
But down the land, talking of water.
Yes.
Well, you know, this is the good thing about this weather, isn't it? It's the rain, and we need the rain.
Yeah.
And the IBC tanks, we have 3 at the moment. We do have plans for more IBC tanks in the future, but 3 is 3,000 litres of water that we've collected from the rain, from our roof, pretty much, on the garden house.
Yeah.
So currently they're full. They're all full.
Everything was full.
Yeah, yesterday.
But we had sort of about 200 litre space in one of them. So flowed it down using gravity from the house IBC to the bottom one.
Yeah.
And the pond is filling up fast.
That's filling as well. So that looks like it's holding as well, the pond.
It does, yeah.
Not that we necessarily expected it to just yet, because it's only a year old.
Barely a year
old, but it does seem to be holding quite well, at least for the level it's at the moment, at least. So I think that pond is naturally doing what it should do. Is my hope. It seems to be. Or give it a couple more years. Who knows? Could be good.
And obviously we fixed the breach last year.
We think we fixed the breach.
Yeah. Well, we've put an overflow. So there shouldn't be a problem in the future with it breaching, because it now has, it will never reach a maximum capacity and go over the top of it. It has an overflow that will let the excess water escape.
I think the heat of the summer has baked that dry, hasn't it? The
absolutely,
pond.
Yes.
And sealed a lot of the holes. We'll show that on a future video, I'm sure. Yeah, on a future normal Saturday video that we do.
Yeah.
So that was that then.
It was. Yeah, English, we always talk about the weather.
Oh, the weather. How long have we just talked about the weather for?
Far too long.
Have we? Right, what are we talking about now? Let's talk about trees.
You never segued.
Was that not a good segue? Go on. What are we talking about? You go. I've got little Max Solace. Yeah, get yourself more comfy, love. Yeah.
Getting a bit of squash.
Yes, I thought you were a bit small there.
There we go.
You're getting.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
That's better. No, what I wanted to sort of yesterday when we went out, we'd been working on the house and on the land, and so with it being wet, you have to take Max out. You get soaked. There's nowhere in a tiny house for us to dry off clothes or the towel that we use to dry Max off, and you very quickly gather up lots of
wet clothes,
soggy washing. And in the summer it's no problem. You're wearing shorts and t-shirts, it's easy to rub those through, hang them out, they're dry within an hour. But now that it's cooler, especially while we're in this real depression of weather, everything's wet. You've got your thick trousers on and jumpers come back out. You cannot get those washed out and dry, by hand.
No, you can't.
So yesterday was our day out, our shopping day, washing day, get the things that we need day. And one of those, like right on the top of the priority list, was to get some guttering for the new porch roof. And because as fabulous as it is, and it's keeping sort of the area dry that we want dry,
really
the
good.
front door and everything. when the rain comes, it usually comes with such force that it splatters onto the ground and bounces back up.
Yeah.
Because it's shooting off the house roof onto the porch roof and then out into the...
So I think it's gathering speed down the roof and then onto our porch roof and then hitting the ground.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do need a guttering. And thank you, Gary, for pointing it out. You're absolutely right. Guttering is going to be a good idea.
Yeah.
So we're going to go and... we tried yesterday.
We tried yesterday.
Yeah,
we tried many places. Yeah. But clearly everybody else is in the same position as us.
Yeah, they all
because we couldn't get it anywhere. Yeah. We went to Bricomarsh, we went to MaxMat, we went everywhere that we could think of.
Yeah.
And Darren just kept sending me photographs because I just stayed in the car with Max, and he would just send me pictures of empty sections in the shop and the little label of this is what should be here.
This is what should be here.
Yeah.
We do have all of the bits and pieces for the guttering though, so all of the little clips.
Yes, because of what we've bought previously.
Yeah, because we bought some for the land, for the house on the land. We have guttering on that. So we've got all the bits. It's literally... oh, there's Max.
Dear.
Oh dear, Max. So literally, yeah, we have everything except for the actual tubing.
Gutter itself.
Yeah, the gutter itself. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we're going to keep an eye open for that. And honestly, it's working brilliant anyway. So we're okay for the time being, but it will be definitely handy to have that on there, I think.
It was just strange because whilst we were there, we noticed like a couple of the same cars were all turning up to the same shops that we were at.
Oh, yeah.
And I wondered, was everybody trying to do the same thing?
Get some guttering.
Because it's the season and everybody was like following each other. There were 2 or 3 cars that always went, and we were like, oh, hello again. Hello again.
I'm just trying to wonder if it is guttering season, but that doesn't sound like a very nice name. What's a nice name? I wonder what they call guttering in other countries. That would be interesting, because I'm sure that's just a UK term, actually, maybe, I'm not sure. So yeah, let us know, what do you call guttering?
Yeah.
We can make it a season. Yeah, absolutely. But
so what it did was it turned a day out that should have just really been a couple of hours into like a marathon session. So we were...
It was quite a day, wasn't it?
It was quite...
I don't know
wearing.
why.
I find days like that very wearing.
Yeah.
And
what we tend to do is take it in turns, don't we? So you do our grilloja, I'll do Max Mat, and we sit with who sits in the car with Max, the other person sits with Max.
Yeah.
And so it does split it up a little bit, but honestly, it can be a bit much just trailing around the shops trying to find guttering or whatever it might be. But we tend to pick up other things, didn't we?
We did have quite a list.
Yeah, it wasn't just a search for guttering. So
I
mean, 5 hours looking for guttering would be a bit, oh my lord. But no, we did get other things, and you'll see some of those, I think, on the video on Saturday.
Possibly.
So that, possibly, if the video's going to get ready for Saturday, because we did get some stuff. Mm-hmm. So that's good. Yeah.
I just always wonder if I don't know. I just hate shopping. I don't mind if I know what I want and what I need, and I can just go straight and get it, and then come away.
You're not a browser.
I'm
not wander in the shops. What do they call it? You don't window shop, do you, at all? It's nothing like that. No. You just need to know what you're getting, get in, get out, and you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about halfway there. Mm-hmm. I kind of like shopping a little bit.
Depends what it is. If it's a watch or a camera, then Darren can window shop for many a day.
Okay. That's true. That's actually true, yeah. Yeah, that's very true. Okay, so what did you want to talk about? Sorry.
You always segue in so bluntly, don't you? What do you want to talk about?
I've been working on the segues, but they're not working very well at the moment. So, over to you.
Yeah. The thing driving around yesterday, what I did notice, because when you get so bored with, another shop, sitting in the car park, whatever, then you get out of town. And I had noticed before, because if you've watched us for a while, you'll know that in the summer, a wildfire came through our village, was right in the village, and don't really want to dwell on that.
No.
But because our area is massively covered in pine forests, it's always green. So I think I talked about it last year on one of the PiPsCasts, and I said, we don't really get autumn here because of the the change in the colours. So because pines are evergreen, they are green all year by the very nature of it. Very few deciduous trees, even the olive trees and the citrus trees, they're all green all year. And it's so odd coming from the UK, where there's lots of deciduous forests and you get the change of season, so then everything starts to brown and yellow and orange, and sometimes you get those fiery reds.
I just love those autumn colours.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Where last year we didn't see it at all. I know there are some parts of Portugal where there are deciduous forests and there are old natural forests, and there's lots of oak trees and native trees that do that. But around us, lots of pine forest.
Yeah.
But because the fire came through, then obviously that made like an enforced autumn.
Yeah, the colours.
Within a week or two, you could see sort of the leaves. So the fire came through at a ground level. Yes, a lot of it went up the pine trees, but then ones that were on like the periphery, they all just got scorched, so they're all now brown and changing
really
colour.
Pretty actually.
Yeah. So
and I suppose that's kind of an after effect of the fire. It doesn't sound nice to say that it's kind of pretty because of the fire caused it.
Yeah.
But we were just driving the other day, weren't we? And the colours were absolutely stunning, really. I had to, every turn and twist, we turn round and there's another just all sorts of yellows, greens, oranges, reds, just all, in this kind of, it does look really, really nice. I'll try, it's pouring with rain, but I said to Elaine, maybe we should try out and try and get some footage
just a
today.
few, not too far from us.
Yeah,
and what I'd also noticed, because we've had rain for a short while now, the regrowth on everything has been phenomenal. So grasses,
it's all coming back, isn't it?
Sadly, the eucalyptus, which is like a real fire hazard, that grows back at a phenomenal rate. But it does look nice against the charred earth because it's silvery and silvery green and bright, and you can't help but go, wow, that's just like, it wants to be alive and it wants to survive.
Yeah, nature will find its way, won't it? We've always said that actually, and I think we've even seen that to a small extent. I mean, I'm sure over the years we'll see that regrowth. But it's lovely. It's looking nice.
And then what has also happened in the last month, you notice every day, you hear the chainsaws going every morning, and where the fire has gone through, the logging has started. So not only is nature trying to like re-establish itself and rejuvenate itself, but man's in there completely changing the landscape. Because we've been used to these thick pine forests all around us, with just little villages popping up here and there, and the road like winding its way through. Now there's big swathes of hillside where they're just completely clear, and all the bent logs and trees are just cut down and being hauled out every day.
There's a lot of it.
So
a lot of it going on.
Changing phenomenally fast was what I was thinking.
It is. It changes on a daily basis at the moment, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. There's this tree, talking of that, there's this tree that's like a lonely tree. It seems like a lonely... I didn't think of it, I just thought it was a very photogenic tree, was what I was thinking. But Jane, on my Instagram post, mentioned that it looked like a lonely tree, and I absolutely agree, Jane. It does look a little bit lonely, but I'm going to continue taking photographs of it, because that is that's exactly the place where you were talking about. They took a lot away just up the road here. So
but they're only taking out the pines.
That's right. Oh yeah.
So all the native trees, and the tree you're talking about is a native tree. So all the oaks and the cork oaks, the madronias, all of the native trees are all being left in place. But they do look quite sparse at the moment, don't they? Because they're just spotted here and there down the hillside, where they used to be, I don't know, perhaps hidden or supported or just within a pine forest. So
it's definitely changing the landscape, isn't it?
Very, very quickly.
And I think it's a little bit of a shock to me as well, because I suppose because we're used to it. I think what you mean. That's what I was going to say, that because of what we're used to, I suppose, and to see that kind of just all disappeared maybe. But
And I think especially because you don't go out every day, you don't drive that road every day, like you would if you were, going to work or something, and you drove it 5 out of 7 days a week.
You would see it.
Then you would see it, and it would gradually change. But for us, going out maybe once a week, then it's a bit of a stark change to your reality. So it's a bit like, woo!
Definitely,
But equally nice. I mean, it might give chance for more native trees to be replanted.
I think so. Well, if you notice on our little piece of land, what we talked about yesterday, we have done before the rain started, so a few days ago, I think it's on this video, so a few days ago we did some trimming down the land, but when I was trimming, I was trying to leave all the little pine trees that are growing.
No, not the pine trees.
Oh, not the pines, sorry, all the little cork trees, and on our land, just since it's been cleared, a year ago it was cleared, wasn't it? Our land was cleared, and now all of the cork trees are trying to re-establish themselves, aren't they? So as I was trimming down there, I could see maybe a foot tall, maybe some a little bit taller.
Some more,
are trying to find their way back into the natural environment.
Because they're getting all of the light now, and the moisture and the nutrition that's in the soil, where it was just completely covered in like bushes and mess. So now that that's clear, all of the acorns that have been just dormant in the soil, they're all getting, hey, let's go, and there's masses of them.
There's loads.
I think if the bushes like the rock rose and the cistus and stuff, if that was kept down, nature would automatically revert our hillside back to probably to an oak forest.
To an oak forest, it would. So that's really interesting to see, and really nice to see. So we're going to, in future trimming projects, I'll obviously keep clear of those, because I think we want them. They're really nice, and they complement your trees that you've.
The fruit trees.
The fruit trees. So, it's all in that little area where Elaine's fruit trees are, and in that little area, looks really nice. So it will regenerate.
Hopefully.
Give it the chance to. It can. Really good. I'm not going to do another segue.
You're not good.
No. Because I haven't got them practiced. I haven't got them down yet.
No.
Okay.
But I think that's it really. We've chatted on long enough.
Do you think?
We woke up to like real wild wind and heavy rain. So I just left Darren to sleep, and Max and I were sitting just having a quiet time this morning. And as desperate as he was to go out and have a pee, he was like, nah, ain't going out there, Mom. I'm not going out. So as soon as the wind died down, he sort of was looking and like, oh, yeah, come on then. So I quickly gave him his breakfast, and then we dashed out. But he literally ran to the field across the road, had a quick pee, turned round and ran back in again, and then just stood waiting for, I'm ready to get towelled down now, Mark, so just get me dried off. And he's back on the sofa, getting his belly rubbed.
Chilling, getting his belly rubbed. That's his life, isn't it, Max? Okay, so we'll put it together.
So that's it. Thank you for spending some time with us today. It's looking very cosy with all these extra lights, but it's because there's very little daylight out there at the moment. So thank you very much. Take care. And we will see you on Saturday.
Yes. See you on Saturday.
Bye bye.
Bye bye everyone. Bye bye. You didn't say see you on the next one.
We'll see you on the next one.
Okay.
There you go, will that do?
Yeah, I think so.
Good.